Well, we are live at 11:05 on BC. This is Spiritcars. It's Saturday, and I'm just doing a live at 11:05 update. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to fix the supply chain, or at least make an attempt. This is some of the numbers, just some. I'm up to page, I don't know, 100 and something. I think I got 160 some pages. This is the SKU of Spiritcars parts. There's a problem here. So I'm going to take these and those, and I'm going to go organize our parts department. And thank you, Lord, my wife Ann is coming down with the grandkids today to help me out do that. So I'm doing one of my least favorite things. I'm on the computer, but I do have my physical paper. I'm going to go do some physical inventory, and I'm going to delete about at least 100 of these pages full of parts that we don't have, probably can't even get anymore, and start working on supply chain. So we're going to survey the situation. I was in the other building in the office, which I don't spend a lot of time in, but I got 162 pages. I do have parts on the floor. I do have parts over there. Some of you may remember that Herschel and I were doing the garage sale on the Hot Rod Highway. I'd like to do that again, but right now, Josh has been laying out kits and parts, and we've created a shipping room. I'm going to build a wall here. This, if you remember way back, I crashed through the wall. Well, I believe I'm going to build a wall here, put a door. We're going to go back into that format. We've kind of set up the parts department here, but help is hard to get. What's easy to find is people that want to complain and find a problem, but finding people that come up with solutions in today's world. That has affected us. So here's what we're starting with. We got some shelves set up, and it was just a lot of work moving the shelves and just moving what we got here. So we got shelves set up. 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 Now I need to make some sense out of all this. So first, we're going to find out what we got here. I'm not a numbers guy. Some people can remember numbers great. If you go to a parts store and tell them you got a Spiritcars 1934 Spirit, they're going to look at you and go, what in the world are you talking about? But I've developed most of our part numbers. SE. If you're looking at SE, it's probably nuts and bolts or Heims or rods. If you're looking at an SR, it's probably a frame or a something like that, axles or things like that. If you're looking at SP, it starts with that. If it's an SP 2300, I would bet that would be a 23 body. I don't know which one, but SP 2301 would be something else that would refer to that, or an SP 3400 would be something like that. So years ago, I put the part numbers together, so they make sense. So now I need to put them on in the physical world so they make sense, and clean up the blockchain, because a lot of what went on in the hot rod world was a mom and pop deal, and the mom and pops are going away, and we're kind of coming down to the last man standing. A lot of what we do, the market is just not big enough to justify a company to go in and create the parts. I mean, yeah, the Chevy rotors and distributors and things like that. Okay, there's still plenty of those out there to be done. We had windshield posts built for us a long time ago. There's an issue right now. This is what's left over. I forget how many we had made, pallets of them, but I got a few extras of one side, but not enough of the other side. So anyway, we're gonna have to go overseas to have that made, or to Mexico or somewhere, but getting it done in this country, I would love to do it. So if you're watching this video and you know a good place where I can get castings done at a reasonable price, we can't be charging $1,000 for a pair of windshield posts. I think our old price was just a little over 100, and I want to keep it in that range. So anyway, there's the start of the day. I'm going to kind of show you where we're at when we're all done. I guess we start by playing like kind. I got bolts and parts and pieces and bolt kits everywhere. All of this stuff is amazingly expensive. So we've got a friction shock. This is part of our bolt kit. What do we got here? This is spindle nuts. These, I mean, all expensive. So we've got a complete bolt kit. You can kind of see. So if I've got a friction shock, and I have actually been waiting for friction shock right there to get another set of bolt kits for a month. I'm over a month. And spindle nuts, well, at least put those where we got, I know we got a bunch of them somewhere, but this is where my axles and stuff are, so we'll just at least put them in this area. Oh, there we go, spindle nuts right there. Good call. Oh no, I need to stay focused. My ADD is kicking in. These are pieces we use for dock boxes that we don't use. They come with a kit. These are parts that come with a 9-inch rear end to hold the axle in that we don't need because we do something different. These are all pieces for the kingpins. Well, they come new. You don't need new bushings, and you don't need we don't need this to put it in on a regular I-beam axle. Or you need them for an I-beam axle. You don't need them for a 4-inch drop tube axle. Because I'm starting to see, this is all extra parts, what I can use these for. Sometimes when you got extra parts laying around, you just got to build something with it. I can't get distracted now. Well, I don't know if it looks any different, but it's a little more organized at least, and I know what we got and don't have. This way we can go ahead and start ordering the right parts and more parts. But kind of got the shelves organized with what's on them and where they go, mostly, sort of. Now I need to go through that 162 pages of parts and pieces. Boy, I could put a lot more parts on their shelves here, which is a good thing. I got more room than I was expecting.